Welcome back to Stay Tuned. I'm Tony Angelo. This is my personal YouTube channel, and we are in the middle of Ohio chasing down a car that I bought on a crazy whim last winter. I've always wanted to have like an angular looking supercar, and since I'm not a bazillionaire, a lot of the cars I wanted, F40s and Countaches and stuff, just plain aren't going to happen. And that's okay, because there is a very sick looking, moderately affordable replacement that was designed by the famed designer Giorgetto Giugiaro himself. So he's got, he's designed all sorts of insane, iconic, incredible supercars. But also the car I'm going to pick up is a 1979 Lotus Esprit. It is as cool looking as cars have ever come. I'm super stoked on this thing, and I can't wait to see it. I had my buddy Mikey grab it for me. It was my birthday last year. I'm a December baby. Capricorns, what up? And it was like literally the morning. I've been looking for one of these cars forever because I know they've been pretty affordable, but with everything else in the market, they're going insane. So I found one at a good price in Ohio. Mikey was out here with his in-laws, and I hit the guy up, and I was like, I have to have this thing. It was a killer price. Most of these things fixed up are still $30-something thousand. I paid around 10 grand for this thing, which is a lot for me, but I'm stoked on it. I don't think really it could possibly be a bad deal. It runs, it does not drive. That's what I've been told. And what I know now is that it's been sitting for about 9 months because my schedule's bananas, and I'm here to have a look at it. But they're just, this is like an iconic mid-engine supercar. It's the car from the early James Bond. It's the one that was a submarine. It's awesome. I'm super pumped on it, and I've always wanted to get one, and I can't wait to see it. This is an early model. It's got a 2-liter non-turbocharged carbureted dual overhead cam engine, making somewhere in the neighborhood of 160 horsepower, which doesn't exactly sound like supercar territory. Well, let's get it running, driving, and see how we feel about it. That's the idea. Sweet. All right, we're here at the storage yard. I haven't even seen this car yet. I'm super stoked. I've always wanted one of these things. Let's have a look at it. This is Mikey, Travis. Brendan is the tall one. Rick, Mikey's father-in-law.
Oh, no, I don't think we have the right key button.
Oh, wow. Oh, he's kidding. This guy. All right, let's see it. Great. Keys are here. We were worried about that.
I left the window cracked so that the air could come out, but the mice wouldn't get in.
Nice. Here you go, bud. Awesome. It looks pretty crusty.
We towed it back in like a torrential downpour from Cincinnati. It was a tropical storm.
It's so small.
Did any of the tires hold air? I doubt it.
No, these are on.
It was on full good. Here. They were leaking as we were loading. Oh yeah, the front right is good.
One is good.
Good. All right, let's get the inflator out.
It's got no air in 3 of the tires, and it's effectively rooted to that spot. So Mikey went to get an air tank. Then we're gonna pull it out, have a look at this damn thing, which is tiny and crusty, but pretty damn sexy. Look at that thing.
Just like you.
Yeah. What? This thing looks impossibly small. I'm not a very tall guy. I'm in there, and it's like I'm wearing the car. It feels intimate and cool and like a real tiny racer. This car weighs like 1,800 pounds, ready to drive, which is insanity. It all goes back. Colin Chapman started Lotus. He's the founder. His mantra was like, add lightness, right? That's how you make cars better. That's how you make race cars better. So the idea was to simplify as much as you can, have components do more than one function, so you're not adding unnecessary weight, and then make everything as light as possible. Because the idea is like, if the body is light, then you don't need that much structure, which makes the structure lighter, and it kind of becomes a lightness snowball, and then the car turns out awesome. All right, we got it up on the trailer. 3 strong dudes and Travis. It looks great. It's just such a wild, little angular shape. It's pretty special. It's got a tiny interior. I don't know who fits in this thing. Travis, maybe Trav? But seeing it out here, it's pretty wild.
Oh yeah. Maybe try and put that up.
Some massive wires. And it's supposed to run. Yeah.
But these terminals are terrible, so.
Did it have any juice in it?
Yeah, a little bit, but
It goes down, we'll go up.
I remember it being a pain.
Anything? No? Alright.
Oh, this one.
I know. Just trying to get both sides of this.
Ready?
Did you go down on it more?
You want to go the window down?
I'm not saying you should. I'm asking if you did.
I did a little bit anyway, just to see if it was connected. Is that like a pump? Is that like a pulse pump?
Yes.
That's fun.
You want to go in and get warm? There's a bottle of wine.
Alright, I don't think that their motor's trying to do anything. Do you?
I hear it.
Oh, you don't drink.
I hear this fuel pump kicking.
Can't entice you with the drink.
Jog it down a tiny bit. Okay. Now go up. Nothing.
Yeah, you're just...
There's a giant ass stereo amp on the side there.
I can hear it every time I turn this thing on. It's like, oof. Nothing?
No.
Alright.
It works on a downstroke, not on the upstroke.
Well, let's stop making it. Yeah, let's just,
I mean, this is a piece of tape if you really.
yeah, let's not get that far out.
What do you want to do? Try to start it?
No, let's wash it off. Nasty, and then I'll drag it over to the shop. We'll try to fire it up. Sorry, is that thing recording?
Yes.
Sweet. All right. Let's watch it. Everybody,
here to fold stuff by.
take your shirts off.
Did you bring your speedo driver?
I did. Never traveled without that thing.
Yeah.
You know I keep that thing on me.
Alright, so I'm gonna get this thing fired up. The dude sold it to me as a runner, not a driver, because he can't get the clutch disengaged. So I see that the battery cable, the main power cable, is green like the Statue of Liberty. It's corroded and gross. So I'm gonna just clean it up and try to crank it and see what happens. He said he rebuilt the carburetors. They do look halfway decent. I see there's a new slave, a new master on the hood. This is the original line, so this is certainly not going to disengage clutch. It's not even tightened up. He bought a new braided line, but it was probably a 2-hour job to run it all through the car. But if we can just get it to fire up and hear it, or hear all those 160 English horses, that'd be pretty cool.
Which it turns out is only 10 actual horses of power.
Yeah.
You have everything you need here? Or do you want to still back it up?
I'm alright. That's the thing, like this car in good shape, which is not in great shape, is probably a really fun car to drive around because it's tiny and it's light, and they know about making engines rev good, and they know about making cars handle awesome. So like, those are all good things.
Yeah. Having driven one in good shape, it was a hell of a lot of fun to drive around.
Yeah. It also promptly started on fire like 2 weeks later.
Yeah. But not.
Do you think I had any?
Not that day. Not that day. Not that day. It did not. Our buddy Brendan has a red one, right-hand drive S3, a couple years later than this. It's
Lindsay too.
Oh, excuse me. Here you go. Lindsay has it. Our buddy Lindsay.
Do you think it had anything to do with the carpet inches away from the entire?
I don't know. I mean, listen, if I was going to try to start a fire, this is about how I would do it. Listen, what do you want to put here? Nothing,
Some
old
leaves.
foam.
Want to throw some leaves in there?
Yeah. You sure it needs kindling that close to the exhaust? Yep, that's how they do it in Britain.
What if we open these carbs up and have them backfire right onto carpet?
Yeah.
I think there was a
I don't think
package
Lindsay's
tray, but there was nothing to separate it from the bottom
Yeah.
carpet.
I don't think Lindsay's is carpeted.
They are pretty notorious for starting fires. There's some kind of like,
This is not original carpet.
there's an air box that comes and like leads down. That's supposed to be some kind of flame arrestor scenario.
First thing everyone throws out.
Probably, yeah. We're like, dude, pick up 3 horsepower.
You know what this thing needs?
400 horsepower.
All right.
All right. Yeah. Okay, it's cool. The thing is tight. You want to put the jumper box on top?
Yeah.
All right. And we're gonna try to fire this thing up. It's been sitting like 7 months. We'll see what it does. Carburetor.
I heard something. Yeah.
Sounds adorable. Yeah. You get a little spray?
It should be. I think we need to get it spinning a little faster.
Yeah, it's spinning pretty slow.
Yeah, but it would do. It's gonna crack off something.
Yep.
As long as we got some ignition, it's gonna.
If you want to get the Jeep behind it, we can
try and do something.
get like.
Yeah, like live 14 volts.
Yeah.
See if we can get it in there. Hold on.
I put my phone.
I see fuel going.
Yeah, fuel's flowing.
Not
Yeah.
not a lot because it's.
No, those are air bubbles.
Yeah.
I mean,
It needs to spin faster, I think.
yeah. Get some jumpers.
I mean, if it's making spark, it's gonna be making spark.
But it needs like 14 volts of. It's just barely spinning.
Really?
Yeah. Watching the timing belt, it's like spinning at like 100.
I can almost
RPM.
read the.
Yeah, I can read that belt.
All right, you want to bring the Jeep around?
Yeah,
he's getting it.
It's got a moderately new Graham filter that looks like it's been pieced in the wrong spot. Like, you know, just a pass through. But you're saying you see it flowing in the tube?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, I see it. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we gotta be able to. I would crank this thing again.
Hold on, let's just get the cables on it right there.
Okay. And, you know, carburetors are dependent on airflow across the fucking thing. It needs that suction. It needs
Oh yeah. But I mean, it should fire on just starting fluid, right? Like.
You would think. It would do something. Here's like it would go like, kick, you know, blur.
Yeah.
It would do something.
Yeah, I mean, I agree. It doesn't sound like it has spark, but like, why doesn't? Why does it?
Sure. All right. Go ahead. Give it a little crank. All right. Stop there. Plug out. I'm gonna check it for spark. Can you bring that over here? got. Hold on. Hit it. Yeah, all right. We got plenty of spark. Oh yeah, listen. They're in. You can hear it's like a big motorcycle car.
Yes. CV.
Yeah, exactly.
Just gonna hold it open and spray it a little bit.
But don't do too much. I think we're just gonna go in now. Okay. All right, Brandon, give it a shot. Yep. Gonna go. There we go. That's more like it.
Hey, hey.
Do it again. There we go. Man, it started up like a little kitty cat or a little bull.
Yeah.
What do you think?
That was the backfire.
Yeah, son.
I think it just needs to get gas in the bowls.
Try not to eat that.
Alright.
Spray it again? Are we not? There may be. Cars might need a decent clean. Good. Working. Like the human carburetor. Get some.
I don't know, we have fuel pressure.
What's that? Is that filter empty?
Huh?
That glass filter.
Yeah, it's empty. I mean, I'm seeing air bubbles, but I'm not seeing a lot of flow.
Got any gas in it?
Who knows?
I think we might be out of gas.
If you want, I'll just climb in here and...
I like your human carburetor maneuver. It did work pretty good. It runs. Runs.
Fuel injector.
It sounds pretty good, but I think it's completely out of gas.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Yeah, I think that's where we are.
Alright, let's put some gas in it.
Put some gas in it and try that again.
Man, I don't think so either.
All right, so it has gas now in the car, and we can see it. It's got a clear fuel filter, and it's actually moving gas.
It's flowing already.
It's flowing. All right, Brendan, just try it. We're not gonna do anything. Go ahead. Yep. Don't cut. I think I'd give it a. Come on.
You got that there.
Go ahead. Yeah.
Running and idling and revving before. I'm sure the gas is now like gel in there.
I don't know.
Whatever was in the carburetor already. We still got, it's flowing.
I know, it's still moving
Cycle the
gas.
ignition, but don't start it. Let's see if the gas is continuing.
Yeah,
Because it filled up initially, but the filter doesn't look that full anymore. Do it again.
How much gas do you put in it?
Like 2 gallons? 2 gallons. Enough to
Third time's the charm.
Go ahead.
Go ahead, do it. That's sweet.
We got fuel flow. Alright, let's try again.
Yeah, I don't think we're getting any gas through the car.
Through the car. To get to it.
Maybe to it. It looks intermittent too. It's got a pulse pump. You can see it kind of blinking here. If you want to look at that.
What?
Look at the filter.
Yeah, I see you there.
Do it one more time, Brendan.
What about these vacuum lines?
None of that's helping.
Go ahead.
Hit it. Hell yeah. There we go. That sounds like a car. There it is. Come on.
It's not warm yet, you know?
Yeah,
That's what it is.
definitely. Yeah, do one more. Cause I think it's the pump.
I'm sure that all the circuits in the car are gummed up, you know?
Yeah, 2008 car. There she goes. Well, we're not using starting fluid, it's running. It's clearly got some kind of fuel starvation issue. But it sounds awesome. And that's enough for now to get it home. I'm pumped. Great, you want to do one more?
One more.
Do one more. I'm gonna have to take this carburetor apart. You can get some rev up slowly. Accelerator circuit's probably not working, but sneak up on it, you know?
Every time you...
Alright, let's have a beer and shut this down. Right, so that's it. We've got the Lotus back in my shop in Pennsylvania. We dragged it all the way back here. It's got a lot of work needed before we get everything about taking it out on the road. I hit the brakes on the thing when we were taking it off the trailer and it immediately seized the front calipers. The pistons came out. I had to take the wheels off and like hammer the pistons back in the calipers just to get it in the shop. So we know it doesn't exactly want to roll. It definitely needs brake attention. The clutch doesn't disengage, but it does run. So I think next thing I'm going to do, clean up the fuel system a little bit, try to get it to idle, make sure all the fluids are good, redo the brakes, make the clutch disengage, and take it out on the road. One thing you'll notice, and we've got some time here, is it's sitting on these like IPW front-wheel drive Honda wheels. I sent the original wheels that came on the car, which are the sick aftermarket mesh BBS 3-piece wheels, out, and they're real magnesium. I mean, these are as legit as it comes. Out to a local wheel shop. They're like blasting them apart, straightening all the hoops, refinishing them. But if we have to drive it around and we can get it working, I'll just drive it around on these things for now. They're not the end of the world. It was like $300 to grab a set of 16s with wheels and tires that we can move the car around on. So that's what's up next for this thing. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And we've got more Pontiac stuff coming soon. Just waiting on some parts. All right, later. We'll get to this thing eventually.